Yan. So, nakikita po. Ito po. Yung 1 to 3, so, for sure, tapos na kayo. Tama? So, kaka-appear lang sa akin na nakikita niyo siya. So, ayan. So, 1 to 3, tapos na kayo dyan for sure. Kailangan, Pamela. Yan. So, number 4, sa iba, di ba nawala pagdating nung 4 to 7. So, ayan. 4 to 7. Four to 7. Po, try to answer muna. Tapos, after that, we will check. So, alam niyo na ang ating mga technical difficulties. Okay. So, are you done? Not yet. Okay na. Okay. So, last 3. For those who haven't answered, questions 8 to 10. Okay na? Okay. So, game. Sagatan na natin. Alright? So, done na po dito? O meron pa pong hindi pa tapos? Sige, I'll wait. 2 minutes more. So, I think everyone's through. Okay? So, balikan natin. So, what could be the correct word to use? So, pwedeng pronoun, pwedeng ang bilis ni Miss Jessa. Okay, pwedeng pronoun, pwedeng yung mismong verb. So, ano yung dapat natin gamitin? Kung ang ilalagay natin, sumaayon po ba siya as a singular or hindi? Okay? So, here, George, together with blank friend, went to summer camp last. Okay. So, your answer is? Ano po ang sagot nila? Others, answer A. Others, letter C. So, 1. Okay. C. Okay, it's. But somebody's talking. Letter C. Okay. Meron pa po bang ibang answer? Aside from those? One. C. Huh? Number 1, C. The subject is singular. Okay. Sige. Yung nagagalit agad. Yung mainit ang ulo. Okay. Yeah. Sige. Okay. George together with blank friend went to summer camp last week. Okay. The most appropriate or the best answer there is his. Letter C. Why his? Okay. George kasi is singular. Okay. And George is a guy. So masculine. So for his, this is third person. So, pinag-uusapan natin or meron akong kausap tapos kinukwento ko sa kanya si George. Okay? And his is possessive. Meaning, kaibigan niya. Okay? That's why his. Kapag nag-answer tayo ng iba dito, it would defeat the purpose of possessing that friend. Okay? Hindi po tutukoy na kaibigan ni George yon. Like for example, yung first letter, his, he is, it's a contraction of he and is. So, hindi po siya pwede. Okay? Then, hindi rin pwede he is. Hindi rin pwedeng him. Kasi po ang him naman ay objective. So, possessive po tayo. Tinutukoy po natin ay kaibigan niya. Okay? Or kasama ang mga kaibigan niya. Ito pong his na to, hindi po ito tamang word. Okay? So, George, yung Bisaya na dahil. So, George together with his friend went to camp or to the summer camp last week. So, the most appropriate or the best word to use is letter C. Okay? Pag possessive po, ibig sabihin, pag sa Tagalog po, parang may pag-aangkin. Okay? Si George, kasama ng mga kaibigan niya, okay, ay nagpunta sa summer camp last week. Okay. Number 2. Did you get it right, po? Okay. Sweets such as candies, cakes, and ice cream are causes to blank glucose levels in our bodies. Nakakita tayo ng subject. Ilan ang subject natin? Madami, di ba? Pag marami, plural. So kapag plural, may S wala. Dapat po, di ba? Wala. Nagli-S lang tayo or ES kapag singular. So, isa po sa mga dapat natin tinitignan yung walang S. Hindi pa naman po tapos ang mga pangyayari. So, hindi po pwede yung increased or yung has increased. Okay? Increasing, it is not actually progressive. Alright? It is being stated now. So, the answer is letter A po. Sweets, dito pa lang kahit hindi na po siya lalo na po kung nilagyan po yan ng comma, okay, intervening phrase na po darating tong mga ibang examples niya. Or, halimbawa, naglagay po ng colon, diba? Ine-emphasize lang po niya kung ano po yung mga sweets na yon. So, it's very easy to identify na plural po siya. Plural, wala pong S. So, ang verb na hinahanap natin, dapat walang S. So, dapat po increase. Sweets, such as candies, cakes, and ice cream, are causes to increase glucose level in our levels in our bodies. Okay? Number 3. Number 3. Answer is letter C. Letter C. Okay. Matic po, kadalasan, okay, magkakaroon tayo ng kalituhan. Pero bago po tayo mag-add ng kahit ano kay I, lalo na kapag kami mga ganito pong pagkakataon, i-add po natin lagi agad, am, I am. Okay? So happen na instead of just, saying it the normal way, so nilagay po niya dito na, meron po siyang nilagay sa gitna kung gaano siya, take a proud sa kanya. So I really am proud of you. Okay? That's the correct one. Right. Number 4. Naalala niyo yung mga subjunctive mood na sinasabi ko? Okay? If I blank you, I would always follow the advices from my parents. Kung natatandaan, pag subjunctive mood. Okay? Okay. Ay. Letter B. If it expresses a wish, imagination, or statement, contrary to the fact, okay, or to a fact, or to facts, okay, factual statements and situations, ano po ang ginagamit? Kadalasan pag nakita po natin agad yung if. So, where ang kasunod niyan? So, hindi pa man siya nangyayari, parang tinapos mo na. Kasi, nung kinakausap mo naman siya, kung ako sa'yo, naku, dapat ang ginawa ko dyan, ganito. So, parang ganun po ang pagkaka-imply. So, parang, siguro kung ako sa'yo, ganito na lang siguro dapat ginawa natin. So, parang may something siyang ginawa, yung kausap mo, na kung ikaw yon, something na tapos na yung sinasabi mo sa kanyang situation. Nagawa niya na. Pero you are actually having this wishful thinking na, kung ako yon, sabi ko sa'yo. Ganun siya. Okay? So, matik pag nakakita po tayo ng mga ganyan, if ang sunod na hanapin na natin dyan is yung where. Okay? Ito yung sa number 4. If I were you, I would always follow the advices from my parents. Siguro parang pinasasabi niya yung friend niya. O, kung ikaw kasi nakikinig sa mga magulang mo, di ba? Hindi ka sana napahamak. So, parang gano'n. So, kung ako sa'yo, yun siya. Then, Julio and Julia, blank, working on their project for a few hours now. Okay, ito, meron tricky part. So, titingnan natin yung ating subject, dalawa sila kasi connected by and. Okay, so matik plural. So pwede yung are, pwede yung where. So i-cross out na natin si is, di ba? Cross out mo na yung has been kasi pang mga singular yan. So tatlong magpipilian natin, A, B, or D. Okay, ngayon, nakita natin yung verb na work plus ing. Okay, so ito parang ding 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 ding. So malamang ito ay present progressive. Okay? So since sila ay plural, ito na po kagad ang magiging option natin. Okay? So letter D. Kasi pwede nating gawing are. Kaya lang po kasi, again, by using the verb with ing, so nagiging progressive po siya. Nangyayari pa rin po siya. Nangyari kanina or nagsimula kanina, hanggang ngayon po ay nagaganap po siya. Pag where naman po, past tense na po kasi ito. Okay? That's why have been. Okay, number 6. Oo naman, tama sila. Okay, number 6. Blank, you been to the park last week? Blank to the park. Letter A. Were you been to the park last week? Letter D. Have you been to the park last week? Have po. Di ba naalala niyo po? Kapag nakakita po tayo ng you and I, dapat yan, we have to take it as a plural. So, plural form of verb din po ang gagamitin natin. So, have. Okay? Have you been to the park last week? So, para siya ay plural. Parang you have been to the park last week. Okay? Answer is letter B. 7. So, either Cassie, blank, the twins like to eat the chocolate. So, either or. Di ba po? Ramelin. Either or. Di ba po? Letter B po. Lagi pong ang kasama po ni either is si or. Si neither po ay si nor. Okay? Ayan po. Answer po is letter B. Ayan, ito. Ano? Oo, careful ka doon. Neither nor. So, NN. Either or. So, parehong vowel. Yan. Yung mga palatandaan natin. Baliktad na. Minsan ganun talaga. It's okay. At least po napapractice po natin. Yesterday's episode is my favorite. Blank from the last months. Coffee po tayo. Sip lang po ako ng coffee. Letter E, sabi ni Alvin. Letter B, kay Miss Jessamine. Tsaka kay Sir Jericho. Alright. Letter B. Letter B. Okay. Sige. Most of your answers, letter B. So, letter B po ang answer. Bakit po? Okay. Children, tandaan ninyo, kapag sinabi natin yung except, we could take it as a negative answer. Kasi you are actually excluding, ini-exclude mo. Basahin mo sa Tagalog sa isip mo. Yung episode kahapon ay favorite ko, ay paborito ko. Okay? Pag sinabi mong except, you're actually saying na hindi kasama yung last month. But from the what do you call this? From what we are seeing here sa sentence, diba? Yesterday episode is my favorite. Blank from the last months. You're actually saying na favorite mo din yung nakaraan. Favorite mo yung ngayon, favorite mo rin yung nakaraan. Hindi mo sinasabing favorite mo yung nakaraan, hindi kasali doon yung favorite mo yung ngayon, hindi kasali yung nakaraan. Pero ang sinasabi mo kasi dito is favorite mo yung ngayon at favorite mo yung nakaraan. Okay? So, aside. Okay? So, this has something to do with parang pwede mo sinasabing apart from, bukod sa yesterday's episode or bukod sa last month's episode, favorite ko din yung episode yesterday. Alright? Or kahit pagbaliktarin mo ba yan, pag sinasabi po natin aside, that is apart from. Iba naman po yung beside. Kasi po beside is nasa tabi. Alright? So, ayan. Kasi baka nalilito tayo or nagagamit natin yung mga words na yan incorrectly. Okay? So, except yung iba talagang ginagamit yan, sa totoo lang. May mga naririnig ako na kagaya ko, professionals na rin po sila, yung iba nga po, teachers pa, nagagamit nila yung except instead of, aside from. Okay? Maybe because they interchange it or they kind of, have this understanding already that it meant the same. Pero po, ang Tagalog po yan, or ang definition na lang po, sige, huwag natin Tagalogin, ang definition na lang po, except is excluding something. Aside is apart from. Alright? So, ayan po siya. And meron pa, ito pa po madalas to marinig ko po, minimension din kapag may mga conversations. Okay, the word unless. Okay. Huwag nyo na pong dagdagan ng word na not yung unless sa unahan. Yung, tingin ko maintindihan naman niya. Not unless, okay. wala pong not unless or do not add or there's no need to add not sa unless. Alright? So, kasi binaliktad mo pa. Kaya, hindi na po sinasama. Pero may gumagamit po ng not unless. That is grammatically incorrect. Okay? Pero ina-accept lang. Parang, okay. Ang mahilig po kasi sa mga ganyan, yung mga, actually mga Black Americans. So, yung parang binabaliktad nila yung mga terms or mga words na pwede namang isang straight lang. So, ma-encounter natin yan for sure. So, kagaya na nga nun na unless, so wala na pong not unless. Ginawa mo ng negative. So, unless na nga po, is ayun na yon, as is na yon. Alright? Ayan. And then, number 9, the suspect, okay, fled from the scene, right, blank, the incident. Letter C. Any other answer? Aside from letter C? So, letter C lang naman kasi. Kung ang suspect, syempre, di ba, tatakas, syempre, after po ng incident. Okay? So, yan. So, from, hindi naman pwedeng from, hindi naman to, hindi naman pwedeng so. So, hindi naman pwedeng because. So, after. This one. We blank at the Madisons when the bombing incident happened. What's your answer? Letter C. Okay. Sige po. Meron pong ibang sagot? C po sa akin. Okay po. Tama po. Letter C po. We were at the Madisons when the bombing incident happened. Okay. So, tapos na po kasi nung nangyari po siya. So, tapos na. Kumaga, tapos na siya. Alright? So, we were. C po sa akin. Okay. Thank you po. So, yan po ang mga answers. 9 out of 10. Next naman. Okay po. 8 and not, but of course naman. Diba? And we're just practicing. Again, children, isa sa mga tips, so habang medyo hindi pa talaga tayo mag-exam. So, kuha kayo ng mga reviewers to answer. So, yung mga ganito po, mga simple tests or quizzes, nakakatulong siya. Tsaka may mga lalabas na hindi po eksaktong ganyan. Pero, it could help. It could help a lot. Kasi hahasa yung brain natin. So, nagiging aware tayo and for sure, mas nauunawaan natin yung kahalagahan ng paggamit ng dictionary. Okay? Ayan. And then, ayan na naman tayo. So, takot na naman ako. Nakakaba? Kapag kaganto nag-i-stop ako at mag-share ako ng panibago. Okay. Yan. Choosing the correct grammar tayo. Wait lang. Liit masyado. Ayan. Participants can now see your application. Okay. So, ito po. Just choose the letter of your answer. So, basahin po natin yung mga sentences that were given. Okay. And then you choose, ano ba yung maganda yung tunog? Hindi. Tingnan po natin kung ano po yung tama ang grammar dito. Alright? Sige po. Number 1 muna tayo. Yung mga pampaubos oras actually. Kasi ano siya, or time consuming. Kasi ang dami ng babasahin mo and uunawain mo. Tapos nagkakram ka na, kinakabahan ka na. Nakita mo may tumayo na, may nagpaasa na ng booklet niya. Okay na po? Alright. Okay. Thank you, Miss Pamela. Okay. Next po, number 2. Excuse me po, children. Tapos na po sa number 2. Children, lipat ka na sa number 3. Okay, number 3. Wait lang po. Number 3 tayo. Okay. Game na? Let's answer. Okay na po. I suppose, no? Diba? So, actually, tatlong numbers lang yan, pero it took you some time, no? Kasi syempre, you have to read everything. Pero don't read word per word. Para, ano din. Excuse me po ulit. Hindi lang po. Ayan. Okay, let's answer. Okay. Let's try to read first letter A. The employees have regained their respect for their officers and their trust in it. Okay, so our subject, employees, no? The employees have regained their respect for their officers and their trust in it. Okay, next, the employees have regained their respect for and trust in their officers. Letter C, the employees have regained their respect and trust on their officers. All right. Letter D, the employees have regained their respect and trust for their officers. Letter E, the employees have regained for their officers their respect and trust in it. All right. So what's your answer? What do you think is grammatically correct here amongst the choices, the given choices? Sige po, okay lang po. Share niyo po. Sagutin niyo po ako. Hindi niyo po ako magulang. C. Di po sa akin at sure lang. Okay. Ang cute. Letter D. Alright. Letter C. Okay. Sige. Any other answers? Letter C. Siguro yung iba gaya-gaya lang yan, no? Did you try to answer? Oh, na kayo mahiya. Okay lang. Hindi ko naman kayo nakikita. Okay. So, ayan. Tsaka hindi ko naman tatandaan yung mga names nyo, tapos ipopost ko siya sa Facebook. Alam nyo to, mali sagot ito palagi eh. Hindi naman, di ba? Grabe naman kayo. C, pero hindi ko ginaya. Okay, sige. Much better kasi ito natitest po ninyo yung, di ba, yung kaalaman ninyo. Okay? So, don't be shy. It's okay. Ayan. Tsaka hindi ko naman po kayo bibigyan ng grades dito. Kayo mismo, mag-gauge nyo po kung yan, kagaya kanina, nagbibigay po ng grade si Miss Jessa. So, ang grade daw niya is 9 out of 10, something like that. So, nag-gauge mo sa sarili mo, okay, medyo marami-rami na akong alam. So, konting review pa, mga ganon. Konting push pa. Konting kembot pa. Okay? Or konting cartwheel pa. So, actually, the answer here is letter D, delta. Okay? Kasi children, ganito ha. Ay. Kaya nga. Wait. Okay. Bakit po letter D? Okay. The employees, letter A, tingnan nyo po ha, the employees have regained their respect for their officers. Yun po okay na eh. Okay? Tapos, dinagdagan niya. And their trust. Yay! Pero hindi sure yan. Hindi, joke lang. And their trust in it, dinagdagan niya. Okay? It becomes grammatically incorrect kasi redundant. Kasi parang dito pa lang po sa pagdating ng their officers, tuldok na dapat eh. Okay? And then, sige, sabihin mo na, the employees have regained the respect for their officers and their trust. So parang tinukoy mo, nung una, yung respect para sa officer. Tapos, yung trust naman ng officers. You see, nagkaroon ng confusion pagdating doon. Parang you're pertaining to two different, thing or clause. Tapos, in it pa. It. Tayo po ay tumutukoy ng it kailan? Kapag common noun. Wala po naman tayong nakitang common dito. Ang officers, ang employees, 'di ba? Ito po ay mga well, common, I mean, paano ba? Mali ako doon ah. Sorry. It kasi madalas sinutukoy natin is yung mga thing, ganyan. 'Di ba? Pero dito kasi employees, these are people. Okay? Officers as well. So, persons po sila. So, hindi tayo tutukoy dyan as it. Maaring tinutukoy niya as it dyan is yung respect and trust. Pero again, magiging magulo yung context ng pinaka-sentence if you will follow that. Okay? Letter B. The employees have regained the respect for and trust in their officers. Again, why do you need to add for in there? Tapos, trust and trust in their officers. Tandaan po yung prepositions, okay? It should be appropriate. Are you referring to a place? Hindi naman po place ang officers, right? So, X. Okay. The employees have regained their respect and trust on their officers. Another one. So, are you pertaining to a place or to time? So, yung preposition, mali rin po ang pagkakagamit. Okay. Here, so the employees have regained their respect and trust for their officers, pasok sa banga, di ba? Kasi yung preposition natin dyan, you are actually referring to. Okay? To. Yung for natin dyan. Ito naman, the employees have regained for their officers their respect and trust in it. Somehow correct, but again, if you will try to listen, hindi po kasi siya magandang pakinggan. Masakit po siya sa ears. Di ba ako, yun sabi ko nga sa inyo, sometimes ginagawa kong batayan, pag pangit pakinggan, ulit. Rephrase. So there could be other ways that you could arrange the words or the wordings in that specific sentence to make it more grammatically correct. Okay? So letter D po. And then number 2, answer is letter. Sige po, okay lang. Try lang po. B po ang sagot ko. Throughout life, we didn't see Miss Jessa. Throughout life, people struggle toward their perfection and contentment, but no one achieves them. Who else? Letter B po lahat. Letter D. Letter A. Okay, sige. Okay. Actually po, ang answer po dito ay letter D. Delta po. No one has ever achieved them throughout life, but people still struggle toward perfection and contentment. Okay, yan po ang sagot dyan. Ay, ano ba yan? Lumaki. Yan. Yan po ang sagot. Yan po ang mas correct na grammar. Okay. Instead of in a sentence, it would be much better to open a sentence or to start the sentence using no one. So parang you have a particular pronoun, indefinite pronoun. Okay, parang 'di ba parang pag naghahanap tayo ng subject and verb, laging madalas nasa unahan po ang subject natin. Alright? So try natin na ganun po pagka mag-construct tayo ng sentences para mas madali po sa atin. Although, well, if you would choose letter B, grammatically correct din po siya. Pero alin po yung mas best? So ito po yung sinasabi ko sa ilan sa mga questions na it could be confusing for you kasi tama rin naman to eh. Totoo naman. Pero, again, if we will follow the rules or rather if syempre, yung mga mas nakakaalam, yung mga mas gumagawa talaga ng mga sentences, it would rather be like we have subject here and then predicate next. Or subject and verb. Okay, something like that. Okay, so no one is an indefinite pronoun. So no one has ever achieved them throughout life. But people still struggle toward perfection and contentment. So, mas grammatically correct po siya pagdating po sa pagsunod natin sa rule. Okay? So, confusing, di ba? But at least alam na natin na, okay, so kahit pala pwede yun, mas dapat palang piliin natin na sige, mauna na yung merong noun or merong subject. So, ayan. Yun ang mga keywords dyan. Number 3. Rondell never feels badly if after trying hard, he fails to win the contest. Letter B. Rondell never feels bad if after trying hard, he fails to win the contest. Letter C, Rondell never feels badly after trying hard and failing to win the contest. Letter D, Rondell never feels bad that he failed to win the contest that he had tried hard. Letter E, Rondell had never felt bad that he failed to win the contest after trying hard. Si Miss Jessa, ang sagot ay letter D. Iba di din? Honestly, wow, may honestly na siya. Letter E. Okay. Mali ata. Nagbago pa. Bawi agad, Miss Ramelin. Okay. Actually po, ang sagot po ay letter E, echo. Okay, bakit po? Okay. Trying to analyze, tapos na siyang tingnan po natin yung mga ibang choices. Tapos na po siyang sumali sa contest. 'Di ba? Parang ganoon eh. Tapos na siyang tapos na yung isang contest, so it's either na zero. Grabe naman yan. It's either nanalo siya or hindi eh, di ba? Kaso nga, lumalabas parang natalo siya. So, expect natin na ang makikita natin dito, most of the words, past tense. So, had never felt bad, past po lagi. Kaya may had dyan. And, meron din po tayong something that is progressive. So, past progressive siya. This one, trying hard. So, Rondell had never felt bad. that he failed to win the contest after trying hard. So, nangyari, nagkaroon po ng tamang progression, but then again, tapos na siya. Okay? So, ayan, zero ako. Natawa ka pa. Ayun. Sometimes kasi ano po, siguro na-overwhelm kasi tayo sa dami ng binabasa natin. And kasi given those choices, parang lahat tama naman ah. Okay? So himay-himayin lang natin. Meron ba dito na parang we're trying to talk about something that happened in the past, or we're still talking about something that is still happening right now, presently? Yan. Okay? Ang saya mo naman, Miss Jessa. Alright. Okay. Okay po. Ayan na naman tayo. Mag-stop naman tayo. Okay lang. Kaya nyo pa? Would you like to have like a 15-minute water break, or, to have some coffee, or would you like to? Wow naman, 2 out of 3 nalito sa on-end or sa number 1. Congratulations naman dyan, Sir Jericho. Gusto niyo muna po mag-coffee break? 15 minutes or 10 minutes? Something like that. So, tama-tama. Pwede po kayong bumalik ng 4:30. Okay po? Yan. Thank you naman, Ms. Ramelin. Good afternoon again. So, where are the others? So, taking coffee, having coffee break. Ayan po. Ito nga, I'm sharing something. Let's have reading comprehension first. Alright. So, tayo sa reading comprehension. Okay. So, Ina, nandiyan na ba kayo? Okay, so sana nakabalik na, no? Sana nandiyan na. Okay. Pagdating sa English test or English exams, okay, isa sa pinaka-challenging sa lahat ng mga exam for me is reading comprehension. Bakit? Kasi, sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, ang kadalasang kalaban natin is time. So, it is very time-consuming. Okay? Ang reading comprehension po talaga, ang pag-intindi. So, sabi nga, di ba, pag sinabi natin comprehend or comprehension, inuunawa natin. There should be understanding in phrases or paraphrases or paragraphs or sentences that we are reading. Okay? So we could, read lots of paragraphs, articles, passages, sections. Okay? So what are the tips that I could give you? Okay? To get the right answers for reading and comprehension exams. Okay? Una-una, stay calm and don't panic. Kasi, yun nga, kagaya nung sinasabi ko kanina, kapag overwhelmed na tayo sa dami ng sets of questions na sasagutan, hindi natin nakikita tayo na, oh my gosh, grabe, ang dami palang sasagutan. So, lalo na kagaya po niya, no, as you open the booklet, so you'll see long passages and paragraphs. Naku po, na-stress na kagad yan. So, kung mababasa ko ba lahat to at masasagutan ko po ba lahat? But, of course, you really should. Okay? Meron ka na kagad, tawag sa ganun, parang puntos. Kapag ka lahat po ng mga questions, may sagot ka. Kaysa, wala. Meron kang ma-leave na blank. Alright? Unless, of course, you don't want to pass or you don't want to pass the test and just waste your chance. So, chance mo na yan eh. Ang tagal mong hinintay-hintay, ang tagal mong pinag-aralan, ang tagal mong i-review, tapos, you'll let that slip away, di ba? Andiyan na, di ba? Tapos, in any exam, ako, tip ko siguro, kayo po ba ay nagdadasal? I hope so, nagdadasal po kayo, no? Isa siguro sa masasabi ko, samahan po natin ng matindihang pagdarasal, okay? Bakit? Saka tayo kapag humiling tayo, so kahit ano pa man po ang religion natin, pag humiling tayo, siguro mas maganda po kung gawin po nating specific. Okay? Bakit po specific? Kasi, marami pong inaasikaso si Papa Jesus. Marami pong inaasikaso ang ating Creator, di ba? So, kailangan maging na tayo, maging specific, brief lang, maiksi lang, and yun nga, straight to the point. So parang pag sinabi mo, Dear Papa Jesus, sana po makapasa ako. Makapasa saan? So, make it, more specific para clear din kung ano yung hinihiling mo kay God. So, Papa Jesus, sana po makapasa po ako sa exam na, darating na exam. Sasamahan mo na ng date, samahan mo na ng oras, samahan mo kung saan yun mangyayari. Di ba? And then, kung ano yung gusto mong makuhang grade. May mga tao na, amen. Diba? Totoo naman. May mga tao na, Lord, sana po makapasa ako kahit po pasang awa lang. No, syempre magdadasal ka na, medyo taasan mo na rin naman. And malay mo naman, ibigay naman sa'yo yon ni God. Yun nga, be more specific. So, syempre, pag sinabing pasang-awa, nakapasa ka pasang-awa nga. Eh, sabi mo kasi, pasang-awa lang eh. So, pwede mong sabihin na, Lord, pwede po ba sa mga mag-exam po, kagaya po ng bar examination, di ba? Sa 11,000, more than 11,000 na mag-exam po sa darating na February 4 and 6, sana po makasama po ako sa mga magta-top notch. Kung hindi man po ako mag-first, di ba? Yung mga ganun, mag-second po ako. Di ba? So, sinabi mo na gaganapin siya sa kung saan man. Sinabi mo rin yung time, sinabi mo yung date. Pag pinuntahan ka ni God, kita ka kagad, si ano yun si Godfrey yun So, sabi niya sa akin, ito yung mga hiniling niya. So, di ba? Samahan natin ng prayers. So, kasi pinaghirapan natin to. And, syempre, let's claim it. Di ba? Let's claim it. Pinaghirapan mo yan Yun. Tapos, put your mind on it. Yan. So, mga tip na parang practically, something that could help us. Parang lakas ng loob, sabi nga. Okay? So, stay calm and don't panic. So, read with your eyes, not with your lips. Kasi kapag nangyayari po, pag binabasa po natin siya ng kaisa-isa at ginagamit po natin yung bibig natin, avoid lips, movement, and whisper. Nababasa mo siya word per word. Pero unlike kapag mata po natin, alam mo minsan ako po naiinis na nga po ako. Pagka bumabiyahe ako, nakakita ko ng mga kung ano-anong mga karatula, kung ano-anong mga signages. Tapos lahat nababasa ko, ayoko na po silang basahin. Diba? Anong gagawin ko? Nababasa po siya ng mata ko. Pero try mo, basahin mo siya, salitain mo siya, speak, okay, of those words or talk about those words na mga nakikita mo or nababasa mo. For sure, malalagpasan mo, hindi mo matatapos. Okay? So, read with your eyes, not with your lips. So, avoid lips movement and whispering, because reading with your lips is time-consuming. Besides, it will distract everyone. Okay, please, maawa ka naman sa iba. Kung ikaw ay sanay magbasa na nagbabasa ka with your lips, so yung iba kasi talagang minamaster nila na they read with their eyes. Okay? Also with your mind. Okay? It will help you understand what you are reading better. Yan. As well as, you should not read word for word. Okay? Kasi nga, kapag lalo na po, you are reading with your lips, more likely, for sure, word for word po yan. Word for word. Okay? Instead, read group of words or sections at a time, for they will help you get the main topic of the paragraph. Okay? It will also help you save time and finish the test on time. So, baka nga po, magkaroon ka pa ng ample time for reviewing all your answers. Okay? Take note of the main idea of the passage. So, yun. So, read fast and understand what you're reading to get the main idea of the whole passage. Okay? Questions are always related about the main idea. So, what is the main idea? It is simply the main topic in the center of what is being talked about in the article. So, umiikot po siya doon sa isang bagay. Merong isang idea talaga dyan. Sa mga ibinibigay po na sentences or dun sa passage, dun sa article, meron umiikot lang doon. Maaring gumagamit lang po ng mga ibang terms, gumagamit lang po ng mga conflicting words, but of course, para lang po tayo ay matense nun But of course, andun, pasok po siya as main idea. Alright? Yan. We have to concentrate on the parts of the paragraph where a possible answer can be found. Yan. You have to take note of the following. Main idea. So, what is the story is mainly about? Climax is the peak point or the highlight of the story. Excuse me. Right. Plot is the pattern of events of the story. Conflict is the tension and struggle part of the story. If you're going to look at or try to recall, okay, nung bata pa kayo, kapag may mga storyahan or may mga kwentuhan sa school, okay, mga storytelling, okay, come on children, sabi ng teacher natin, English teacher natin, or kahit Filipino teacher pa yan, may kukwento ako. Noong unang panahon, di ba? Yung mga ganyan. Panahon pa ng Hapon, hindi. Di ba madalas, meron pong simula, introduction, and meron pong conclusion. And they live happily ever after the end. So, tapos may body. Okay? So, sa body, nandyan yung main idea kadalasan. Hindi mo yan makikita agad sa unahan or sa hulihan. Parang ganun lagi yung tatandaan natin. So, may main idea, may climax, okay? May conflict dyan, and then setting. So, saan nangyayari yung storya? Okay? Where it is happening. Saan po nagtitake place yung pangyayari. Best or alternative title. Yan. Kadalasan, yung mga questions na tinatanong ko dun sa storyang sinabi or batay dun sa storyang ibinigay, yung paragraph na binasa mo, ano yung pinakamagandang title. Okay? So, it's your opinion, but based on what? Based on what you have read. Kasi meron talaga siyang tinutukoy. Meron talaga siyang gustong sabihin or ipahiwatig dun sa paragraph or dun sa pinaka-article na binasa natin. Okay? O basta-basta pili ng pili. Okay? Siyempre, stay focused. Okay? If you'll stay focused, so parang ganun din po yun. You're relaxed. When you're relaxed and you're calm, so more likely, you could focus on things. Okay? Focus on reading and everything will be taken into your mind. Like a movie playing inside your head. O, diba? Totoo naman yon. If you focus, you'll never be disturbed. Kahit po may mga ingay po dyan. Pero alam niyo po, pagka kayo out of focus po kayo, for sure, maririnig mo yung tahol ng aso, maririnig mo po yung kuliglig, mga ganon. Maririnig mo yung whatsoever disturbances that are going around. Okay? So if you're disturbed by something in the room, you lose an important key to ace this part of test. So, yun na nga, unang-una, narattle ka na kagad, ay grabe, ang dami. So, don't do that. Don't be like that. Ako, siguro, isa na rin sa mga pwede kong itip sa inyo, ihuli natin siya kasi it would take our time. So, magkakaroon ka ng chance, nasabi ko to yesterday, ng chance na yung madadali, sige, ito talaga, parang dire-diretso ka tuloy ngayon. Nandun yung momentum. Kesa yung sa umpisa pa lang, pagbukas mo ng booklet, tapos nakita mo agad siya, patay na. So, na-stroke ka na dyan. Diba? Bigla ka na lang dyan na cardiac arrest. So, mahirap. Okay? So, and, excuse me. Ayan. So, yun po. Okay? So, yun nga. And also, ano pa ba? Could be, aside from that, pwede rin po, kapag meron po tayo mga reading comprehensions, it would be, I think, much better if you try to see or, take note of the questions first. Parang before, questions, hindi question and answer, questions before answer. So, parang you focus on the questions. So, pagka nagre-read ka, automatic, parang naiisip mo na kaagad na, okay, ito ay nakita ko doon sa taas. So, ito ang malamang na main idea or main topic. Alright? Okay. Wait lang. Kasi ito ay masyadong marami. Pero try natin. Total maaga pa naman po. Kasi ayoko lang ito masyadong ano tawag sa ganun, magkaroon kayo ng, ano tawag sa ganun, overloaded na po kayo ng information overload, baka hindi na rin po ma-absorb. Wow, absorb. Ginawang sponge, no? Ginawang SpongeBob. Okay, so wait lang ha. So read each paragraph or passage below and select the best answer for what is being asked. Wait lang. Meron ako dito na mas medyo exit. Try natin ito muna. Hi, makikita niyo yung sagot. Wait. Okay. Ay. Resume natin share. So, daya, no? Okay. So, here. So, try to read first the questions. Okay. Question before answers. So, the author implies that the answer to the question in sentence 2, so, kailangan tignan mo na kagad, sentence 2. May question daw dyan. So, ano kaya ang tinatanong dyan? So, more likely, magkakaroon ka na kagad ng huna, oy, doon ako titingin, doon ako magpo-focus. Okay? So, in sentence 2, would reveal those human beings. Okay? So, ito yung mga possible answers. So, the other one, number 2, question number 2. Oops, hindi ko na iusod. Okay. The author would apparently agree that playing poker is blank. Alright. So, ito po. Nakikita naman po, di ba? It actually read po. Alam. Yan. Read po yung paragraph muna. So, yung mga binigay kong tips, read with your eyes rather than with your lips because you might, of course, understand it more. Okay? Your eyes and your mind. You understand it more. Naka-hate mo ba? Oo, kasi talaga naman, parang, alam mo kahit, ako dear, hindi ko naman hate mag-read. Ang hate ko sa type ng exam, yan, yung reading comprehension. Not really hate eh. Parang, ano ba? Kasi nga, time consuming talaga siya. And aside from that, if it, ako kasi, I read. Not really a wide reader. Pero I love to read. Pero depending on my interest. Meron po kasi talagang mga tao na mahilig magbasa kahit ano. Okay, lahat po ng sets ng books, mga ganyan. Pero ako po kasi hindi. Meron po mga specific na mga topics. So if it doesn't, stir up my interests, so binabasa. So parang ganyan, parang, ano yan? So pag hindi yan, ayoko, hindi man ako mahilig sa mga tabloids, hindi man ako mahilig sa mga artista. Yun. Pero, ayun nga, like for example, kapag it happened a long time ago, meron naman akong hilig sa mga history, but, you know, it doesn't spark my interest talaga. I tend to, you know, skip. Ang bad, no? Yeah. Sige po, pwede niyo pong balik-balikan. Okay lang. So this is just, you know, a test. Testing din niyo po yung sarili niyo kung paano niyo po siya naunawaan. Okay na? All right. So, game. So much of what goes by the name of pleasure, okay, is simply an effort to destroy consciousness. So sabi daw, di ba? By the name of pleasure, so ito daw ay nakaka-destroy ng consciousness. All right? If one started by asking what man is, so, di ba dito meron tayo, sabi, the author implies that the answers to the questions in sentence 2 would reveal those human beings. Okay? So, ito, nasa sentence 2 tayo. This is the sentence 2. If one started by asking what man is, what are his needs, how can he best express himself, one would discover that merely having the power to avoid work and live one's life from birth to death in electric light and to the tune of tin music is not a reason for doing so. Man needs warmth, society, leisure, comfort, and security. So, colon, gumamit ng colon dito. He also needs solitude, creative work, and sense of wonder. If I cognize this, he could use the products of science and industrialism eclectically, always applying the same tests. Does this make me more human or less human? Okay? He would then learn that the highest happiness does not lie in relaxing, resting, playing poker, drinking, and making love simultaneously. So meron tayong nabasa dito sa second question na playing poker. So andun siya sa bandang baba. Okay? So kagad parang nagkaroon ka na ng idea na, uy, nakita ko doon, dito parang hinahanap yung sa second sentence daw. Dito sa part na to, nabasa ko meron dyang about poker. Okay? So parang nandun lang naglalaro, dun lang natin maaring makita yung sagot. Pero still, syempre dapat inintindi mo. Sabi nga, diba? Our main idea here is to comprehend what we have read. Kung ano yung nabasa natin, naintindihan ba natin? So paano natin iintindihin? Maaari nating himay-himayin isa-isa. Okay? So, syempre, pero hindi kasi, hindi natin kasi talaga siya pwedeng pagtuunan ng pansin ng matagal na matagal. Kaya nga sabi ko nga sa inyo, one of the tips that I could give you is questions muna before answer. So, nakita na natin. Tapos, inintindi mo naman habang binabasa mo siya. Hinihimay-himay mo na siya sa utak mo. Okay. So, what does the author implies here? Now, okay. It would reveal daw those human beings. Okay. So, ano ang human being? Ano ba sila? Okay, yung question na yan. The author implies that the answers to the questions in sentence 2 would reveal those human beings. So, are less human when they seek pleasure, need to evaluate their purpose in life, are being alienated from their true nature by technology. Actually, may na-mention dyan na technology, if I'm not mistaken. Or rather, instead of technology, science and industrialism eclectically. Okay, sometimes they do use words that means exactly the same. Pero yun nga, syempre, nilalawakan nila ang kanilang vocabulary again to trick us. Alright? Then, have needs beyond physical comforts, are always seeking the meaning of life. Actually, dito, nagtatanong siya eh. What man is? What are his needs? How can he best express himself? Diba? These questions were actually seeking, okay? What's the meaning of being a man or being alive? Okay? Bakit ba ako nabubuhay bilang tao? Excuse me? Wait. Ayan. So, ayun. Where am I? Ayun. I'm still here. Okay, so if one started by asking what man is, what are his needs, how can he best express himself, one would discover that merely having the power to avoid work, okay, and live one's life from birth to death in electric light and to the tune of teen music is not a reason for doing so. Okay? So here, actually, parang he is actually seeking. Diba, nagtatanong siya, naghahanap siya, ano ba talaga ako bilang tao? So, what is my purpose here? Okay, something like that. So, pwede natin na, kasi nasabi ko, nabanggit ko yung purpose, di ba? Pero, do you need to evaluate here? You're not actually evaluating here. You're actually asking. You're actually always sick. Okay? What is the meaning of life? Pwede kasi na, ano nga ba ang buhay? Paano nga ba mabuhay? Ano nga ba ang papel ng tao? Okay? Sa buhay na to. Alright? Para sa akin bilang tao, ano ba dapat ang buhay? Okay? So, it's like that. So, the answer here is letter. Tinchararan. Ano po kaya ang answer ninyo? I wanna know. Okay lang yan. Sige lang po, sagutin niyo po ako. Hindi niyo po ako magulang. Sagutin niyo po akong pabalang. Ipo sa inyo. Okay, thank you, Miss Ramilin. How about the others? Sige na nga, sasagutin ko na nga. The answer po is letter E. Okay? Are always seeking the meaning of life. So, dyan, makikita mo, a man, if one started by asking, okay, what man is, what are his needs, how can he best express himself? So, they always actually seek the meaning of life as a man. Okay, ano bang kailangan ng tao? Paano niya ba best na ma-express yung sarili niya? Okay? So, pleasure ba? Nandiyan ang mga technology all around us. Okay? There are needs. Actually, yung needs nga na nasagot nga siya eh. Di ba? Okay. So, ayan. Then, number 2. Galing ni Miss Ramilin. Alright. The author would apparently agree that playing poker is what? Something that man must learn to avoid. B, inhuman. C, something that gives true pleasure. D, often an effort to avoid thinking. E, an example of a man's need, or man's need rather, of man's needs for society. Okay, what could be the answer? Okay, dito basahin natin yung part na yon. Letter A for Godfrey. So here, if I recognize this, he could use the products of science and industrialism eclectically, always applying the same test. Does this make me more human or less human? He would then learn that the highest happiness does not lie in relaxing, resting, playing poker, drinking, and making love simultaneously. Yan, sa last part tayo, mag-rely. Okay. So kapag ka daw, nagpi-play ng poker, something that gives true pleasure, letter C, letter C. Okay. What else? Okay, the answer there, actually po ay letter B po. Okay, bakit po letter B? Okay, ulitin natin na. If I recognize this, he could use products of science and industrialism eclectically, always applying the same tests. Does this make me more human or less human? Kapag meron pa akong ginawang bagay, okay, na more on pleasure, lalo na ginamitan ko pa ng science and industrialism, so would it make me more human or less human. So, dito po sinagot na po. Kahit wala pa po ito, sinample niya lang po. Alright? So, it's inhuman. Okay? He would then learn the highest happiness does not lie in relaxing, resting, playing poker, drinking, and making love simultaneously. Okay? So, ayan po siya. That's the answer. Nakainis, no? Nakakainis talaga. Kasi ang dami mong binasa, pero di ba, inintindi mo namang pilit, pero parang iba po yung lumalabas na sagot for us. Okay? Pwede naman. Kaya lang, kulang kasi ito. Kulang yung thought dito. Pwede naman yan, Sir Godfrey. Kung dito lang, he would then learn that the highest happiness does not lie in relaxing, resting, playing poker, drinking, and making love simultaneously. That's why we have to add this. Kasi dun po nang galing, ito, sinample niya lang po itong mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa natin para mapatunayan kung tayo po as human ay sasaya. Pero kapag ikaw ba naging masaya sa mga bagay na ginagawa mo na yan, ikaw po ba ay makakaramdam na mas naging tao ka? Or karapat dapat kang tawagin na ikaw ay tao dahil nagpapakatao ka? Alright? So, ayun. Para sa kanya, it's inhuman. Okay? It doesn't always have to be the first and last sentences. Although, ayan, tricky part din po yan. Nakita mo dito. So, dito mo nga siya hahanapin. But the thing is, incomplete pa po yung thought kasi examples lang po itong mga nasa baba. Ng mga bagay na ginagawa mo, kung susumahin mo na ito ba talaga yung nagiging masaya ba talaga yung tao dito? Okay? And kapag naging masaya ba yung tao because of this, will they be more human or less of a human? Okay, so ayun siya. Okay? Eto pa, meron pa. Sige, siguro kasi may 10 questions pa dito. Siguro like, kaya nyo pa po ba? 2 hours pa. Meron tayo dito 10 questions pa. Kaya nyo pa po? Kaya pa yan, no? Sige, carry pa. Okay. Maaga pa. Kaya lang kasi baka laban pa. Oo naman. Wait lang ha.
Kagurang bukuan.
Ano yun? Tubig.
Ay, nagbuntag. Kala ko nagbuntag. Ito ko bang kaya eh? Sa plate. Ay, mga kalay pa.
Budget meal. Ano naman? Uy! Bango ah.